Hello lovelies, I hope you guys are doing well today. Let's just jump right into this reading and see what messages we have for the collective. Messages for the collective, please, Holy Spirit. Messages for the collective. Base chakra. Accelerated motion. Messages for the collective, please. Truth, deception, and envy. Power. It's too many cards. Harmony. Foundation and achievements, and third eye chakra. Okay, so the first message that I'm getting here is there seems like there is something to do with your finances, security. Of course, you want to, if you're having any issues with your base chakra or third eye chakra, of course, that would be a message to attune both of those. But other than that, what I'm seeing here is with this accelerated motion card, I'm getting the sense that people that we're moving quickly forward. There's a lot of work that's going on behind the scenes when it comes to the beings that are here on this earth at this time, and that includes starseeds, light workers, and just, you know, divine people in general. There's stuff happening. I don't know if you guys know, everybody should know, but this what's happening right now is like real life. I know for a lot of targeted individuals, we've been through this. We know that this is a very real thing. If you don't know, I suggest watching the movie They Live. I actually just watched it again just to like re-energize, you know, what I already know to be the truth, which is our next card. So it's about seeing through the deception and envy here with the third card here. And just basically through the illusions, right? And because of that, now we're stepping into our power and recognizing that, you know, that this is, nobody can harm us, you know. When you have the truth, when you're armed with the truth here, there's nothing that anyone can do to you, especially when it comes to things like narcissism. You know, narcissism, I think, is the great evil of our time at this time, and everybody knows, you know, their tactics and tricks. They all follow the same formula, right? So once you figure out those games, it's like you're in your power, and you no longer can somebody pull on your energy and manipulate you and make you look crazy or make you look psychotic, which is essentially what they want to do, right? They want you to look insane, to look crazy, to literally send you into the madhouse, and that way the truth gets lost. So it's very important, I think, to make sure that you're grounded, I guess, here with this base chakra. That makes sense. Make sure you're grounding yourself so that the things that you talk about, your power, that you're coming across clear-headed and not, I think there, at some point we all, through a spiritual awakening, get a little bit crazy, you know, so it's not a big deal. So then we get to the end here where it's talking about harmony, foundation, and achievements. And I think that this is a promise of, you know, the future, what could be built, what could happen for us, or what is promised to us at the end of this very crazy road. So let's just keep going. I'm just going to get two cards from this deck. Nature. So you may want to spend some time out in nature. I know I haven't been at all, like at all, which is really bad. So I'm hoping I can. Yeah, health. Okay, so it's good for our health at this time to be outside. Forgiveness. And also probably, you know, a lot of people who hurt you or are operating out of that narcissistic frequency, or that frequency, you know which one I'm talking about. Like, I honestly don't believe that half of these people really know what they're doing. I refuse to believe that every single person who's acting out of this frequency is aware of it. I'm pretty sure at some point I actually most of my life, I think I was acting out of that frequency. You know, it's when you awaken that you realize, you know, just how easy it was for people to basically take your emotions for a ride and flip you upside down and control you, and make your life a living hell or chaos. And it's important that you forgive yourself for allowing that stuff to happen. You didn't know, you know, you couldn't have known. So, and also actually on that point, there's a lot of mistakes that are made, where you could possibly have self-harmed, or harmed yourself. And that could include, you know, like drug use, you know, bad decisions, bad actions towards yourself or others. And honestly, guys, if you have those kind of things that linger in the back of your mind, say you were in a narcissistic relationship and you ended up doing stuff that wasn't for your highest good or for others' highest good, like, forgive yourself. Plead temporary insanity because you are not in your right mind, okay? And that's where that forgiveness cards comes in, because God forgives you, obviously, and knows your heart, and that's why you were woken up, right? Because your heart was coming from a pure space. You wouldn't know how to make those decisions at the time with the knowledge that you had. So forgiveness is extremely important. And also to get out in nature, get out under the sun, ground, put your feet, your bare feet in the grass. A quick way that I use to ground really easy when I have my feet in the grass is I just pretend I'm like walking on like the head of the earth, as in like if the earth had a head, like the grass is its hair. And for some reason, I don't know why, but it really connects me to the earth really quickly without having to, like, you know, actually meditate or anything. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but it does help me. So all right, let's get into base chakra. Messages for base chakra, please. Yeah, okay, so Temperance and the Four of Swords. So basically, yeah, that grounding energy, it's going to help you balance if you go outside in nature, and balance out your energy. So I feel like a little bit of a hypocrite in saying that, because I just said that I'm not going outside these days. Like, I have work coming up soon. I've been out of work pretty much for almost the entire year. So I've been spending a lot of time indoors, and initially this was very good, but I need to get outside. So I feel like a bit of a hypocrite, but yes, it's about balancing your energies and meditating. So I think at this time it's pretty important for all of us to stay grounded, because it's just really chaotic kind of psychic energy right now. Another thing I wanted to point out too is with this sickness that's going around, there is a symptom that I've noticed for a lot of people, is that before they get it, that they get racing thoughts, really fast racing thoughts, and also crown chakra kind of interference as well. So that may be something to do with it, about the grounding. I don't know if it's correlated. Accelerated motion, please. We have the King of Cups and the Four of Cups. I love this Four of Cups card, because in this card he's looking directly at the cup that is coming out of the heavens there, and then it's the King of Cups, right? So if you look at this card as well, there's, you know, she's looking up into the heavens. These two cards are both looking up into the heavens, and it's like with this King of Cups, I'm getting that message that, like, you're directly connected to the heavens here. You are the King of the Cups, the love, the divine love that's coming from above. You are the king of it. You're the, you know, like you harness, you know how to harness this divine energy. And I guess I want to say that this message is saying, like, the knowledge, the wisdom, the love is there. It's coming from the divine. It's pouring into you. You are the channeler that brings that into the earth, which is so needed right now at this time. There's so much chaos and there's so much uncertainty right now, and it's so important for light workers to keep your vibration high, and, you know, to do it not only for yourself but for the collective. We all need to put our hands together and remember, like, to not get jaded with all the deception and chaos, the orchestrated chaos that is happening right now. It's a lot, you know. Accelerated motion, one more please. The Five of Swords. So in this Five of Swords, look, he's the winner. He's defeating his enemies. So this completely correlates with the accelerated motion. Like, you are the king of the cups, you are the winner in this situation, and you're a warrior, okay? A warrior for the Most High. So doing that, you just have to, knowing that, you have to just understand how important it is for you to take care of yourself at this time. Keep your vibration high and remember your mission. Remember what you're supposed to be doing and how to spread that message of love and truth to the world. And don't think it's in vain. Don't think that you're crazy, okay? You are so needed and you are so loved, and to continue on, okay? So truth. Messages for truth, please. We have the Page of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Three of Wands. So with these cards now, I'm feeling like people, you're the King of Cups, right? So you've got, you're the king of the cups, the cup that comes directly from the divine. And everybody else, not everybody, but people who are operating in this low frequency, they're coming in with Page of Cups energy. So this is not unconditional love. This is conditional. This is transactional kind of love. And this is the kind you don't want to, you want to block that out at this time. That's the truth, is that only from here on out, only unconditional love is what is going to be accepted in your life, and it's the only kind of love you're going to give to others, of course, using discernment. This page energy, it's not gonna fly for you and for the collective. No more are we going to be accepting you know, fake love. We're not taking it anymore. No more of this, no more. And so I'm thinking that the truth is that at this time, it's very important to block that out and to keep your eye on the prize and keep looking forward here with the Three of Wands. We need to move forward and block out anything that isn't of our highest good. I recently came to the conclusion, I don't know, I'm slow, I'm on the journey to, you know, jealousy is one of those things. And that's funny, I'm going to say it, and deception and envy is coming up next. Jealousy, when you see it, hightail it, okay? Because people who are operating out of those frequencies that are like jealousy and envy and stuff like that, that is what kind of opens up the portal for those lower vibrational beings to kind of enter into the soul. So it's important that you also don't operate out of jealousy and envy. I don't think that people who are on my channel do, but you know, I feel like that is like the #1 gateway for these demonic influences to come and enter into your life, because of the fact that, I don't know, it's just such a weird frequency, very specific frequency. Once you see that somebody is being jealous or envious of you, I know that sometimes you could just be like, oh, they're insecure, or like, oh, they're not that important. Like, it's just like not a big deal. But if you are a targeted individual, I highly suggest to just hightail it, cut the conversation right then and there and leave, because that's gonna open the door now, because you're just gonna be like, okay, like, continue the conversation. That's when the manipulation, the game pulling, the energy pulling starts to happen immediately after that. So if you see somebody is jealous of anything, like your car or your job or whatever, you know, just politely be like, okay, yeah, oh, I just remembered I gotta be somewhere, and just get out of there. It's a very dangerous situation to be around people who are jealous, even for a minute. Just cut that conversation and go, because at that point the hijacking begins, and you already know the rest. If you know, you know. And that's when the games begin, essentially. It just happened to me recently, and I regret it. So for deception and envy, we have the King of Swords. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Eight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands. Okay, so for deception and envy again, so it's clarifying what I was just saying, like, be the King of Swords in this situation. When people are envious of you, coming in with the Seven of Sword energy, just cut it off at the root. Like, just walk away, get out of there. I'm telling you, please take my word for it. If you are a targeted individual, especially, because I'm telling you, it's bad. It gets really bad at that point. You could see someone's mask fall off, you know, if like if you tell somebody no and then you see they get angry or whatever, like I'm telling you, please, I beg of this collective, just get the fuck out of there as fast as you can, because that's when the games begin. That's when they start sending the arrows, right? Oh, there's a card behind there, the star. Sending the arrows at the star. Boom. I didn't even know that card was there. Okay, so it's like you carry that high energy, that beautiful energy, again coming from the divine, right? And you're pouring it, you're busy pouring it into the world, trying to bring in that good energy, and they're throwing arrows at you. Deception, arrows of deception, arrows of envy, arrow of just anger, whatever, and it's coming into your space and it's depleting your energy, and you won't have enough to give. And the Temperance card and the Star card are very similar, just pouring that good energy into yourself and also into the earth. This one she's pouring for herself, this one you're pouring for the earth, right? And so, yeah, just be very, very careful here. This Knight of Wands, let me just get another card for the Knight of Wands because I'm not too sure. So I'm just feeling kind of like it's in this time they're saying that that you're very abundant, attractive, brave, you know what I mean? And it's kind of, yeah, it's like bravery and you know, like the hero kind of, like for some reason I'm getting that sense of like I don't know, like those medieval kind of warrior kind of thing. Like, what does a knight represent? A knight is brave. A knight, you know, protects the queen, protects the kingdom, you know, and to be like, it's almost like charming. Okay, so it's like being an ambassador. Okay, so basically they're trying to say that to be lighthearted and carefree, right? To do this from a place of carefreeness and lightheartedness on your battle. That's how you're going to win, because when you kind of, when they're throwing their arrows at you, the darts of anger and jealousy and envy and all that stuff, and you're reacting in a negative way, it's like smile at the haters. I'm sorry. It's like thank you, Holy Spirit. So like smile at the haters, essentially, is what I'm saying, because this guy is smiling, he's chilling, he's happy, you know, as you go about doing your work, your mission work, like, you know, and they want to do stuff. Okay, I'll use my example very quickly as like there's somebody who I share a house with, and this person displayed envy towards me, but I didn't really think anything of it because it was about the job that I was doing before, and a lot of people are envious of the work that I was doing before because I was able to travel the world. So I didn't really think anything of it. It's a very common reaction, and I was just like, yeah, cool, whatever. But initially this person tried to get a reaction out of me now to pull on my energy, and like dumped a whole bunch of stuff all over my shoes and all over my things upstairs, and I just left it there. I didn't even clean it up. I didn't react in any way whatsoever. And then at that point the spirit within revealed itself, so I knew I was in a little bit of danger there. And that's why I'm giving you guys that warning of, you know, when you see jealousy, just cut that off at the root, because the attacks will come. But you know, just smile at the haters. The last time I seen him, I just smiled at him and he smiled back, but the smile looked very scary. It was very reptilian in nature. I don't know if you've ever seen that crooked, sick, sadistic smile that these narcissists have. That was a smile he gave me, but I just gave the warm smile back. And as you can see here, he's smiling hood. So like, good. So just smile at the haters as you're going through and continue doing what you got to do. Don't let it get to you, okay? So power, please. We have strength, and I'm pretty sure power in this deck is directly representing strength. So there's the double lion there. Power, please. We have the Seven of Pentacles. This is too many cards, Holy Spirit. Can I just get one more, please? Power. We have the Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Hermit. Okay, so there's a little thing here about saving your money. Money is power in this 3D world, so there is something here about, you know, working hard and saving your money for sure. I'm also getting that your power is in your ability to manifest, and it's also in your ability to not overexert yourself or overexert your energy to just be pushing it out everywhere. So there's going to be people who are, again, going to try to poke at you, get reactions out of you. This is directly energy harvesting, right? So this lady here, she's basically she's harvesting, okay, and this person is keeping it to themselves. So, you know, keep your power. Yes, that's the message. Thank you, Holy Spirit. So keep your power. People are going to be coming up to your tree trying to take, you know, the pentacles out, and that's for you. Keep that to yourself. Don't react. Don't let them get to you. Now, in these two cards, I'm seeing here that there's like anxiety around who you are as a starseed, light worker, or targeted individual. So I'm feeling like I want to say, you know, to do more reading. For me, I read the Bible whenever I feel very, very anxious. Again, you don't have to read the Bible. There's could be other texts or any type of thing that is like of spiritual context that could help you if you feel anxious, if you feel attacked, if you're having nightmares, if you're having that kind of you know, bumps in the night and stuff like that. This chaotic energy that could keep you up at night, you know, when that happens, then read or refer to those spiritual texts, or withdraw into yourself a little bit. I see both of these cards as withdrawing as well as this. So it's important to protect your energy, you know, and there's going to be times where you're going to feel very alone, or you're going to feel misunderstood, and you're going to probably wonder, like, kind of wish that you went back to sleep. But it's like, no, you can't go back to sleep once you've woken up. Well, you can, but don't, you know, like, it's not that, I don't know. We'll see what the promise is here. So as I see harmony and foundation and achievements, it's not all doom and gloom, okay? Harmony, please. The Hierophant. Hierophant and the Hermit right next to each other. It's beautiful. Harmony, please. The Ace of Wands. Again, I'm getting that power energy. Again. And the Ten of Swords. Really, what I'm seeing here is that you're going to defeat your enemies, that you have the power that comes from above to defeat your enemies. Let's get more on that, because I'm not quite sure what that has to do with harmony. Harmony, please. The Magician. Okay, gotcha. So basically what they're trying to say is that you're working in harmony with the divine, right? So in this case, they're not talking about love, but they're talking about your connection to your spirit guides here. So that being here with the Hierophant as your like a spiritual leader, right? So you're working with the divine. They're giving you the power here with the Ace of Wands to defeat your enemies with the Ten of Swords here. The Magician and these arrows here to fight back. That you have the power. They're giving you the power so that you can fight back against these enemies, these people who are coming up against you. This is real, you know what I mean? Like, this is real. This is not this isn't like, this is real. If you're here, then you probably already know that, you know. It's not just people who are haters and people who dislike you. Like, this is a very real energy that is not inherently from Earth, right? And they're attacking us from all angles. Like, look at the world. Look at how people feel right now, and the things that are happening, and I don't know, like, at this point, I don't know what to say, because, like, people should be seeing this, and I do think that people see this. It's extreme. But your divine is working with you. They want to work in harmony with you to help send these arrows back where they came from. So this could also be talking about doing return to sender spells as well. Returning that energy back to wherever the fuck it came from. Seriously. Foundation and achievements, please. The Six of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. And the Ten of Wands. So, foundation and achievement. I'm feeling like this is like a heavy burden, you know, to be a starseed or a light worker. Sometimes it's really amazing, really beautiful, awesome stuff. I would say like 50, it's 50-50, I think. But the thing is, your cups are going to be, you know, take care of yourself, because the Nine of Cups is here twice. So this is about taking care of yourself first, right? Make sure that your cup is overflowing first. Take care of yourself, protect yourself, because it is hard work here with the Ten of Wands. Very hard work to get to the rainbow at the end of the road, right? But the thing is, with the Six of Pentacles, is like, you can't give to others unless your cup is full, and you kind of like need to give to others. Like, it's kind of part of the process. We like to wake people up and whatever. It's not like so much money, but you know, mission work and giving to others. But you can't do that unless your cup is full. It's a lot to keep your cup full, you know, take care of family, work, 3D stuff, and then, you know, also fight a fight that's happening in the ethers that nobody even knows about. It's like literally could drive you crazy, you know what I mean? But you know, this is part of the work, this is part of the mission. Unfortunately, it's like there's the good comes with the bad. Foundation and achievements, please. Foundation and achievements, please. Okay, so this can also be this, there's somebody out there who's going to find the fact that you work out of integrity, the fact that you have purpose, that you're not just a robot in the 3D just doing what you need to do, just like shuffling through the matrix. Someone is going to find that extremely attractive, and it's going to bring in a partnership that's going to fulfill you more than you could ever imagine. And this is having to do with mission work and finding an angelic partnership, somebody who's going to want to help fulfill that purpose with you. You know, if you say are a nail tech, you know, you can still do mission work being a nail tech, you know, talking to your clients, getting to know your clients, and pouring that love into them. You don't necessarily have to be doing like, you know, traveling and giving people food, poor people food and stuff like that. Like, you could just do your regular job, but just pour that divine energy into what you do, to take that time to make sure that you know, do the nails nice and be present with your clients, you know what I mean? And that's going to bring in, having that passion and purpose is going to bring in a partner that's going to just be completely smitten with you, because they're like, wow, like, look at how she lives or he lives his or her life. You want to attract somebody like that. So continue to do your passions and you know, live life in the present. Third eye chakra, please. The Ace of Cups, which has a big ol' eye on it. Okay, so third eye with another eye, and that's definitely a spiritual eye. Okay, and then we have the Six of Cups and the Six of Wands. So I want to say that there's something about you being able to see child, because the Six of Cups has children on it, and it's like seeing the world kind of through the lens of the way that God sees them, which is as like children. You know, like I said in the beginning, there's people who are operating out of this lower frequency, and I just can't, I refuse to believe that a lot of these people are conscious of it. I do think that they're just under programming, just like all of us were before we woke up, and to remember to have that compassion and to view people as children. Nobody's perfect, you know, and that's kind of, yeah, with the third eye, like, not everyone is you know, it's hard when you're a targeted individual, because people kind of turn on you very quickly in the blink of an eye. But yeah, it ties into the forgiveness at the beginning. Like, some people just don't know what they're doing. Just protect yourself, and but to also, you know, act out of a high vibration. You know, this is with the Six of Wands, like, everyone's looking up to this person, everyone's celebrating this person. It comes through hard work, and it comes through compassion and all those things. And yes, there's going to be people who are going to be envious of you, and they're going to try to bring out the worst in you and poke at you and do all that kind of trash stuff because they want you to be just like them, but you are above them. no, not all people, but you are like, I don't want to like, you are, okay? So with that power comes great responsibility and compassion, and seeing people the way that God sees them, even if sometimes they really just don't deserve it. That doesn't mean being stuck around them, but you know, to forgive them and hope maybe one day that they wake up too as well. Okay, so we'll finish this off with just a couple more advice cards. Advice for the collective, please. We have abuse, Jinn, faith, love, witch, dimensions, miracle, mentor. So the first cards that came out were abuse and Jinn, and this comes back to what I was saying, like, the people who are abusing you are not really the people themselves, you know, it is these entities behind them. Okay, so they come from different dimensions, right? So there's this is dimensional battle that is going on, and that's why it's important to forgive people and look at them as children, like they're being used, you know, and abused, and then they're abusing us. It's programming. But see, you need to be like a mentor to the world, you know. Keep the faith and love, you know. That's where all of the good stuff comes from. That's where all your powers come from. That's where your divinity comes from. It comes from to be able to love and to have faith, and recognizing that people are acting out of these vibrations not willingly. I think if everybody knew what was going on, nobody would be acting the way they are. Do recognize, yes, there is evil on the earth. Not everybody's innocent, right? We know that. So yeah, so with miracle, I'm also just getting that same kind of thing, that your love can make miracles in people's lives. Some people are walking in darkness and they don't see the end of the tunnel. They never have been treated with love in their entire lives, and they're operating out of that demonic frequency because it's all they've ever known. That your love could bring miracles into someone's life. So you never know. Treat everybody with that love. Like, look at everybody as a child. If they, you know, show jealousy or anything low vibrational, of course, remove yourself immediately. But not everybody is going to do that. Some people really need that love. You don't want to miss that opportunity to make that difference and get somebody on the side of the light by being blind to it, right? With witch, to be honest, I don't really know what else. I don't really know what that means with everything, but I think it kind of just ties into this energy here, where it's like getting that magician, being able to fight back. It could be, maybe it means something to you, I'm not sure. But that's what I have. It was a pretty long reading, but I hope that that helped you out in some way. I love you guys so much, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.